Hush, little baby, don't say a word. Mama's gonna pop.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm jumping on in, getting started with the MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre. Then I'm going to be going into this color in my Morphe palette. I'm putting it right in my crease just as a transition shade. And you will see me pack this twice just for a little bit more intensity. I can't talk today. Then I'm going to be going into this reddish color just to intensify my eye a little bit more. Because when I do that black smoky eye, I really just want a very gradient smokiness look, I guess. Next, I'm going to be going into this brownish reddish color, and I'm going to be packing that on top of my other two colors. I know we're packing a lot, but I just really want a gradient effect. Next, I'm going to be going into the LORAC Pro 2 palette, and I'm going to be using this grayish color. I'm going to be applying this at the end of my eye, but I will also be sticking this right into my crease just below the other colors so that when I pack that black pencil, it really just sticks. And again, I just want that gradient effect. So I'm going to be taking a flat brush and I'm going to be smoothing the edges of this out. I'm putting this layer just because I want my black to really stick to something and I didn't want to use my MAC Fix Plus just for personal reasons. So I'm using this black kohl pencil as just a base for my black so that it just really intensifies the look. So I'm using the back from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Shadow Couture palette. The reason that I chose this one is just because it is very intense and it does have a little bit of sparkle in there, so that is basically why I use this. I'm going to be going in with the pencil side of this brush to really blend that out, and just to make sure that everything is nice and gradient and it stays that way, I'm going into the Morocco color on the same palette and I'm just going to fluff out the edges. Once I do that, I'm going to go in with a thicker blending brush just to make sure that I don't have any harsh edges whatsoever. Then I'm going to be going into my Neutrogena makeup remover wipes and I'm going to start cleaning the edges of my eye makeup. I will be using the Murad moisturizer as for my face, and then I will be using my NYX Pump It Up Lip Plumper to moisturize my lips as well because I will be using a darker shade. For foundation, I decided to go with the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. This was my first time using it. I don't know how I feel about it yet, but I went like 5 shades lighter than my actual skin tone just because I am a vampire, and Twilight, the movie, shows that vampires are very white because obviously they can't touch the sun. So that's why I went so light with my foundation, and just to make sure that my actual skin tone didn't pop through, I did 2 layers of this foundation. So it was kind of a lot, but just make sure that you are wearing a really good primer. I used the BECCA Powerless priming primer, whatever it's called. I used that one. I have very oily skin. If you have dry skin, you can always use the Nivea Men Post Shave Balm. That stuff is actually amazing. I love it as a primer, and it's also very, very hydrating. So again, I just went in with 2 layers. I'm layering this onto my face with a foundation brush, and then I will be blending it with my Real Techniques Beauty Blender. As for concealer, I'm going to be using the MAC Prep and Prime to start concealing my dark circles and any imperfections on my face. I will be then blending it with my Real Techniques Beauty Blender. And then just to conceal my under eye dark circles a little bit more and for a base for the rest of the makeup that I will be putting underneath my eyes, I'm going to be using my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NC20. And again, I'm just blending this with my Real Techniques Beauty Blender. As you can see, I literally live by my beauty blenders. I don't apply anything else onto my face without a beauty blender. So again, I'm just applying this right underneath my eyes. I want to be very white. I don't want a tan. I don't want any kind of color on my face. So I'm going to be setting my foundation and my concealer and my whole entire face with my Laura Mercier translucent powder and my damp beauty blender. The reason that I went this route is just because I don't want anything whatsoever to move anywhere on my face, and this was just something good to have it stick to. I'm going to be filling in my brows and doing my usual brow routine. If you guys would like to see that, I will leave a link listed down below. And then when I'm all done with my brows, I'm just going to set them, and then I'm going to take off completely all of the Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I really just want to blend this into my skin as I'm taking the excess powder off. Now, this next step is an important one just because I know that when you do your eyes first and then you do your foundation, you could mess up those edges. So I'm just taking a fluffy brush and I'm just gently going over my eye makeup, and I'm just making sure that it's blended correctly and it's nice and seamless. I'm going to go into this reddish color on my Morphe palette and blend that underneath my eyes. Then I will be going into the gray and also blending that right underneath my eyes. And then I just want to make this look a little bit more messy than what it was. So you just see me kind of going back and forth, blending it, going over it with my beauty blender. I'm going to curl my lashes, put on some under eye eyeliner, and also put this into my waterline just because I want my entire eyes to be black, basically. I don't want any light in them at all. With my flat brush and that black that we set on top of our eyelids, I'm just going to smudge out that under eye area. Then I'm going to go in with my Bobbi Brown Smoky Eye Mascara and prep them for my lashes. I feel like lashes are really, really important here just because you have such a dark eye that you need a little bit of more focus in a positive way on your eyes. So I do feel like the lashes really help open up your eyes in this look. I'm going to go underneath my eyes with one of the old brushes that we used that gray and that reddish on right underneath my eyes just to smoke everything out a little bit more. Now, to carve out my face, because I didn't want to use any type of bronzer whatsoever, I'm going into mauves and into gray colors, and I'm placing this on my cheekbones, and I'm also going to carve out the rest of my face with this. I wanted some dimension in my face. I didn't want to look just like a flat white color. So instead of using bronzes, I'm just going to use ashies, like ash colors and not bronze colors, and mauve colors, just because that really brings more dimension to the face. So I'm going to carve out my nose with that same mauve color that we put right into my cheekbones, and then I'm going to blend this out as well. Now I'm taking a bigger fluffy brush and I'm just blending everything together. Now you're going to see me take this gray color, and again, I'm sticking this right into my cheekbones. I don't want it too intense, so I will be blending this out with my finger. And then I'm also going to take this same gray color and I'm placing this right underneath my eyes just to give that subtle tired look underneath my eyes. I did just turn into a vampire, so I haven't had any blood yet, and that just makes me feel a little bit dead. I'm also going to take a purple color and place this right underneath my eyes as well, just for an added bonus. And then I'm going to be blending that out with my Real Techniques Beauty Blender just so that it's not as blunt. I'm going to be taking this NARS kind of reddish lipstick, and I'm going to be like, they're like little lightning bolts, I'd like to say. I'm just placing these like crack lightning bolts right underneath my eyes. I want to make it seem as if I'm dying because I don't have any blood in me yet. I just turned into a vampire, so I need to eat. And I'm going to be putting this reddish kind of cream onto my face with that black that we set our under eyes with. So the color came out to like a really cool purple, reddish, black color. So I was really, really pleased with this step. I'm also going to put a little bit of cracks on my forehead because, again, I'm dying. I don't have any blood in me, and I just thought it went with the look. So I'm also going to be putting the same color on my lips. I'm not doing it perfectly because I need to eat. So I'm just doing this very, very sloppy. I'm also going to place like a plumish lip gloss right over that. so that it just ties the look in a little bit more. I'm placing my BECCA Opal highlight right in my tear duct and on my brow bone just so that it makes my eyes pop a little bit more. Now I'm going to be taking my liquid latex. I want bite marks on my neck because I did just turn into a vampire. So I'm placing liquid latex, then I'm placing toilet paper, then I'm placing liquid latex, toilet paper, liquid latex, toilet paper. I do this 3 times and you have to let it dry before you do anything to it. So now that it's dry, I'm just cutting 2 little holes into it. You want to be extremely careful with this. Now I'm placing a black and a red color right into where the bite was. Then I will be blending this out with some purples, some more blacks, and some ashies just to make it look like it's a very hurtful look. I don't know. It just looked like it was really, really painful. So I'm blending this with my beauty blender. I don't want anything to look perfect whatsoever. I just want to make it look sloppy. Like I had a very hard time with this whole person vampire transition. So when I'm all done with that, I'm going to start off with my vampire blood. I want to place this right underneath like that bite mark. I want to place it like right in there. And then I also want to place a little bit on the side of my lips just because I haven't eaten, so I got a little bit of like a taste of my own blood, I guess. And I don't know, I just felt like putting it on my lips too. So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys have any more requests for Halloween, please leave a comment down below so that I can get it up before Sunday. I hope you guys have a safe and happy Halloween. Bye guys.